Millions of tourists land in Malaysia, and within 48 hours, they've already lost hundreds of dollars. Not to crime, not to scams, not to bad luck, to mistakes they didn't even know they were making. A wrong currency exchange here, a taxi ride there, one hotel booking that looked like a deal but was actually a trap. And here's the question nobody's asking. Why does Malaysia, one of Southeast Asia's most incredible destinations, quietly drain tourist wallets faster than almost anywhere else in the region?
Stay with me.
Because by the end of this, you'll move through Malaysia like a local and spot every trap before it even tries you. Malaysia is extraordinary. World-class food, unreal landscapes, a mix of cultures you won't find anywhere else in Southeast Asia. But there's something the travel brochures don't tell you. Malaysia is also extremely efficient at separating tourists from their money. Not through danger, not through hostility, through systems. Systems that look helpful, look official, feel like the obvious choice, but are designed to cost you more. And this isn't just about saving a few ringgit. This could literally decide how much of Malaysia you get to experience. Because the difference between a $1,500 trip and a $900 trip isn't luck, it's awareness. And the mistakes? They start immediately. You land. You're tired. You just want local currency. Right there in front of you, clean, bright, official-looking currency exchange booths. This is where most people lose their first chunk of money. Airport exchange rates can be 8 to 12% worse than what you'll find in the city. So if you change $500, you've already lost up to $60 before leaving the airport.
Gone.
Quietly. It's like paying triple for water just because you're thirsty and it's right in front of you. The smarter move? Skip the exchange booths. Use an ATM inside the airport. Your bank's rate will almost always be better. And there's another trick most people miss. If you order a ride immediately inside the airport, you'll often pay more. Walk outside first, then book. Same ride, lower price. The system charges you for convenience the moment it detects urgency. Now, let's talk about where you stay. This one looks harmless, but it drains money every single day. You find a cheap hotel, $25 a night. Looks clean, looks decent. You think you've won. Then reality hits. It's far from everything. So now you're taking rides constantly. Morning, afternoon, night. A few dollars each time. By the end of the day, you've spent more on transport than your hotel. That cheap room? It just became expensive. Meanwhile, someone staying near a train station is spending almost nothing getting around. That's the difference. In Kuala Lumpur, location isn't about luxury. It's about strategy. Stay near transport, and your entire trip becomes cheaper without you even trying. Then comes transport itself. This is where things get interesting. Malaysia actually has really good public transport.
Clean, fast, cheap.
But most tourists ignore it completely.
Why?
Because nobody pushes them toward it. Instead, they default to ride apps for everything. Short distance?
Ride.
Medium distance?
Ride.
Too tired to walk?
Ride.
And it feels cheap until you add it up. Because small expenses don't feel dangerous, but they stack fast. Meanwhile, locals are moving around the city for a fraction of the price. Same routes, same destinations, completely different cost. This is where the gap between tourist and smart traveler really starts to show. Now food. This one hurts. Malaysia has some of the best food on the planet, and it can be ridiculously cheap. But tourists often end up paying 5 to 7 times more than they should. Not because the food is different, because the location is. Restaurants in tourist-heavy areas take simple local dishes and dress them up. Better lighting, air conditioning, fancy menus, and suddenly, a $2 meal becomes $15. Same ingredients, same recipe, different audience. It's like buying street food in a luxury wrapper. And most people fall for it because it feels safer, more comfortable, But comfort has a price. If you want the real experience and the real prices, you follow where locals eat. That's where the value is. Then there's something even more subtle. Currency thinking. A lot of travelers constantly convert prices back to their home currency. And it creates a dangerous mindset. It's cheap anyway. So they stop paying attention. They stop questioning small purchases. And that's where the damage happens. Because it's never one big expense that drains your money. It's dozens of small ones you didn't think mattered.
Like a slow leak.
You don't notice it until it's too late. And then comes the location trap. Certain areas are built for tourists. Everything looks better, feels easier, more convenient, but everything costs more.
Food. Shopping.
Even basic services. And here's the contradiction. Malaysia is cheap, but only if you step outside those bubbles. Stay inside them, you're paying almost the same prices you would in expensive countries. Step outside, you unlock the real Malaysia. Same city.
Different reality.
Now here's where things get even more interesting. Some attractions charge locals one price, and tourists another. Sometimes double, sometimes more. Same entrance, same experience, different price. And if you don't know this beforehand, you just pay without thinking, because you're already there. That's the pressure. And that's how the system works. But here's the twist. Some of the best experiences in Malaysia don't cost anything. Exploring the streets, discovering local spots, hidden gems. Those are the moments people remember, not the overpriced ticket. And then there's timing. This one doesn't just waste money. It ruins trips. Malaysia's islands are stunning, but go at the wrong time, you'll be stuck with rain, closed resorts, and canceled plans. And you still paid full price to get there. Same destination.
Different season.
Completely different experience. Timing here is everything. Last one. Mobile data. You land. You see tourist SIM packages everywhere. They look official, reliable, but they're often overpriced. What most people don't realize is this. The same service outside the airport can cost far less. Same connection. Same speed. Different price. Again, convenience costs you. Now here's the real tension behind all of this. Malaysia isn't trying to scam you, but it is built in a way that rewards awareness and quietly punishes ignorance. That's the difference. Two people can take the exact same trip, same country,
Same time.
and one spends twice as much as the other. Not because they chose luxury, because they didn't see the system. And this isn't just Malaysia. It's happening across major travel destinations. The difference is, some countries guide you better. Others leave you to figure it out. Malaysia sits right in the middle. It has everything you need for an incredible, affordable trip. But it doesn't hold your hand. You either learn fast, or you pay for it.
So, what does this mean for you?
It means your experience is completely in your control. You can overspend without realizing it, or you can move smart and stretch every dollar. Same budget, different outcome. So here are the two futures. You follow the obvious path. You take what's in front of you. You make the common mistakes, and you slowly lose money throughout your trip.
Or,
You understand how things work. You move differently. You make smarter choices. And you experience more while spending less. Same Malaysia, completely different story. So let me ask you, what's the biggest travel mistake you've ever made? Drop it in the comments. Someone else might avoid it because of you. And if this opened your eyes even a little, hit like, subscribe, and stay ready. Because the world isn't expensive. Most people just don't know how to move in it.